So today we are gonna see, a few fundamental stuffs in animation part. Those are pre-infinity and post-infinity. Okay.
Okay.
So these are gonna be useful, when we are doing high-level animation, wherein I'll give scenario wherein we just do a walk cycle only for 25 seconds, and with the help of this post infinity, we can continue this animation throughout, like how many frames we have till that frames, just with a click of a button. Okay. So where do we find this pre-infinity or post-infinity? So you have to be okay, you can be in any of this. So just go to Windows, Animation Editor, Graph Editor. You have to be in Graph Editor. Then under curves, in menu curves, you have pre-infinity. There are certain things, and post-infinity you have these many options, like 5 options are there. Okay.
Yes.
I'll show you with simple example now first. So let's say I have a sphere, means I have taken a sphere. So the sphere is here. So what I do is frame number 1 here, set frame 10, go to frame 10, set key, frame 20, I set key. Okay, so I'll just come to graph. So why we have done changes, you can select and press F so that um, it zooms to it, or you focus. So here I select, say the value is 0.734, here 0.79. Let me select this, I just make this as 0.8. I select this, I make this as 0.8. Okay, and this is 7. That's okay. So the first frame, the value of the first frame and the last frame, it's all same. Okay, so only this much
Yes.
we have done the animation. Okay, so what I can do, okay, let's see how does this looks. Okay, that's it. You have only one animation. Okay, see, that's it, nothing else. So what I'll do is I can select this. Let us add, so I can select this both the bottom key. So let us make this sphere or ball as bit bouncing. So I just make this as linear. We have worked on this in the last sem, bouncing ball. This is linear. The tangent I have used linear for the bottom 2 keys. Okay. So now let's see how does this looks. Okay, there's a movement. Okay, proper movement. And here I would like to add bit more weight. Okay, so I can select this. I can go to curves, weighted tangent, weighted. I'm going to add bit more weight, and I'm selecting this. So little bit of weight here. Okay, then so you can see here it holds in air for some time, then it drops. Okay, only once I'm doing, that's it. Then what I'll do, so here, as I said, there are two things: pre-infinity, post-infinity. Okay, simple understanding. Pre stands for, so here we started our animation from frame number 1, right? I can go to minus values also. Let's say, for example, I can go to minus 250. So in that case, see, these are negative values. My animation can go into negative values. Okay, this is pre-infinity. Infinity is where we start from the position. Okay, and you have another thing, post-infinity. Post-infinity is, this is the one where we end our animation. From here, I can repeat this animation throughout continuously, how many frames I have, I can do either 200, 500, 1000, 10,000, whatever. Okay, frames. So under curves, either pre-infinity or post-infinity, you have 5 different options. So I'll tell you what is cycle first. Cycle means what? Normally, what is cycle? Repeat, right? It's repeat. Okay. So the
Yes.
difference between pre-infinity and post-infinity is only this. If you give pre-infinity, whatever animation you have done, the same thing is gonna repeat in the negative value. Okay, here. If you give post-infinity, the animation will repeat here. Okay. So
Yes.
I started from 1 here. Okay. So for the for that, what I have to do is I have selected a sphere here. Okay. Here, what is that animation I have done? Only in y-axis. I can select, I can give in this post infinity only for y-axis, or if I select the sphere, I can give for everything. That's okay. Okay. By just selecting the sphere doesn't work. You need to select the curves also here. So just drag and select like this. Just a minute. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just selecting all these curves. So if I select all the curves, what happens? You can see here, I'm selecting translate values, I'm selecting rotate, scale, all the values. Either you can do this way, or only translate Y is the one which we have done the changes, value changes. So you can select all these keys. Okay. Okay. So observe here. Here you can see the frames. Second frame. Okay, like the frame goes like this. Okay.
Yes.
And this is the value, what value we have given. This are the horizontal is the frame. So if I go to curves, post infinity, if I give cycle, observe this. If I give cycle, I'm not able to see anything here, but the cycle has done. It's working. Okay,
Mm.
how do I see that these curves here? In that case, you have to go to view, turn on infinity. You have to turn on infinity. Under view, turn on infinity. In that case, here it works. See, throughout whatever frames you see, either 1000, you go, it is there, still it is there. Okay. And the best part is, I just have to do changes here only, and it replicates for everything. Okay. Now observe.
Mm.
So frame number 1 means it's happening like this only. The movement is like this only. Now frame 1, it is here. Frame 20, I would like to move this a little bit here, and I'll give set key. Now see what happens. It repeats in the same position. It goes up, down, and there it's just still over there. Okay. At the end, that's the value we have given. So I'll just open here. So this is translate Z, F, or translate X, F. Yeah. I just delete this. I make it linear. Now let's see what happens. So at the end, So the end frame, it was here, right? So there only it's just moving. But even for that also, I'll open graph. For this also, if I select this and curves, uh, post infinity, if I give cycle, observe what happens here. It's like this. The key is like this. Okay. So how does it work? You observe. First time here, at the end it will be here. Then again it repeats in the same position. See? This is cycle. Okay. But the same thing, we have one more thing called cycle with offset. I'll select the sphere. Curves, you have post infinity, cycle with offset. What is this cycle with offset will do is, whatever movement in the initial stage, it, from here to here happens, from here the next value will be taken. Means what value from here to here it is there, no? This will be copied from here to here. That is called cycle with offset. Offset is nothing but a duplicated value. Okay. So I just open this graph. Okay. I select the sphere. I select this. I have selected all this. I'll go to curves, post infinity. I'll just give cycle with offset. When I do cycle with offset, okay, observe. It goes like this throughout. So you got the difference? What is cycle and what is cycle with offset?
Yes, sir.
Cycle, it repeats in the same position. Cycle with offset is after, like the sphere hits to the next position, from there it will continue the value. Okay. From there again, it repeats. Okay. It will not come back. That is offset. Okay. That's the difference between cycle and cycle with offset. Now let's do another one. Hmm. Select this two phase and I'm going to extrude this like this. And the pivot point of this, I'm going to place it in the top here. Okay. So that if I rotate this, I need an output like this. Okay. You know this pendulum, how does pendulum work? You know that, right? What is pendulum?
Yes, it goes left, right.
Yeah. So I just select it like this. So what I'll do, frame number 1 is here. Okay. Frame number 1, let me rotate this like this up to -60. And I save this. In frame 20, I'll come. I just make this into 60 plus 60. Okay. So I'll just open graph. So this is what we have done. So I can select all this. Go to curves, post infinity, oscillate, and just select oscillate. What happens when I do oscillate? See?
Yes.
And that too, you know, with proper action, timing and all is proper. Okay. Proper slow in, slow out. To achieve this in real, you know, like we will work on graph, we need to adjust curves, then only this kind of smooth output we get. So now just with one button, it oscillates. Okay. Let's say I've given, you know, some value. How do I go back? Let's say I don't want this. How do you go back? In that case, you can select all this, go to curves, post infinity, and just make it constant. That's it. This is what we have done only once. So it will come back to the original position what we have done. Okay.
Yes.
So no more post or pre-infinity. So go to curves. Post. Oscillate. We get this action, very smooth action. Okay. So this is what happens in, you know, for post pre-infinity or post infinity. Okay.
Yes.
Any doubts in this? Linear is limited to, you know, like without any you know, weight. Linear will restrict the weight. Okay.
Mm.
So these are the 5 different type of you know, infinities, you know, like options in infinity, pre-infinity or post-infinity. So now let's work on the other part. So hope you have worked on bouncing ball, you know, track editor and all. Earlier we have done that in the last sem. So hope you remember that, right? So we can get into the advanced animation. Or you want me to
Mm.
repeat? It's okay, right? I can continue with advanced, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll be selecting, you know, I'll be taking a character. Okay. I can select Andy or any other character. Let me select Andy. Go to scenes. I think I have shared these characters, right, with you all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you done any poses? We tried working on poses. In the last class,
Yes,
create poses. Hmm?
yes, I'm still doing the third pose.
So this is a character which we have taken. I can set. I set project. RSTP Maya. Animation rig files and the set open. Don't say. Okay. Okay, I have the Andy character. See, if you set the file, like you get the texture and all very clearly. Okay. Before working on any character, you have to explore the controllers. How does the controllers work? You need to explore this. Okay. Let's explore the controller. So I have this is the ARM controller. So you can see this particular character. This is squash and stretch is on in this. Okay. This character can do stretching and all. So you can see stretch, auto stretch is on. For example, I can move this. Okay. Because auto stretch is on. How do I turn it off? If you select the controller, auto stretch is on. Select this, make it 0, then it's off. Okay. So you can select this, it's off. Auto stretch is off. So make sure stretch is off. Enter 0, it's off. Okay. Similarly, let me check with the body. Yeah, I think leg is on. So I select the leg controller. I think yeah, auto stretch is on. So leg auto stretch is on, make it 0, turn it off. Okay. This is one of the flexible character. We can do solid animations using this character. Okay. Realistic animation. So it's fine. The character is fine. See, it's the same rig. What we do, it's the same, rig is applied for this character. Okay, see, this kind of flexibility is there. Head part, and this is the neck part. We have certain hand controllers and all. Okay, IKFK turning on and off. It's okay. These are, like pole vector for the character. Okay, just do a simple test. Okay, what and all are there in this. Okay, so once it is done, let's work on the poses. Main thing in advanced animation, poses. Okay, poses are very important when we are working on animation. That's the reason last class I have shared you couple of poses images, and I have asked you to work on these poses. Okay. For example, see, observe these poses and all. I think I have shared,
Yes.
and lot many poses are there. Pose 1, 2, 3. Okay. If you create some 10 to 20 poses, okay, you'll understand how does the character work. Okay. Means how to create gestures and how to create animation. Why? Because See if your poses are good. Simple. Okay, simple. One thing you understand. If your poses are good, your animation will be good. Simple logic. Okay. So there are certain images like happy poses, angry poses, like these kind of different poses you get. And see this, that's what, observe here carefully, like lifting an object. This character, you get a breakdown of the, different poses. If you just do these poses, it's more than enough. Your animation will be really good. Okay.
Yes.
So let me create a few poses now. Means I'll just show you one pose, how to work on it. Okay. So let me take this jump. So what I do is, let me select this. I'll go to front view, or I'll go to side view, view, image plane, import image, and mm, select this. And I would like to make it quite bigger. That's okay. That's okay. So, and I would like to place this in the backside, that is image center Z axis -50. I'll come over here. Here, I think this is okay. I'm selecting this. I place this in a layer and as R, so that nobody means I don't want to select this. And I'm selecting this. I would like to rotate this in this way. It's -180. Which one? Which one I rotated? It's a global controller, the global curve. Okay.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I select this one. I would like to place this in the back side. So you see how this character is standing. I would like to do that position. Okay. So I'll turn on the grid. Okay, I can place my character above the grid. I can make this one bit smaller. Global controller, right? We can do it, not a problem. And I select this one here. Okay. Now look at this this reference of this particular character, and let's do according to that. Okay. So one leg a little bit back, one is in the front. Okay. And this character, she has the waist is something like this. Okay. And little bit down. Okay. The body, observe, it's in very relaxed position. So in that case, I just select this controller and I would like to do like, okay, you see a curve here. So what I do, I select one, I select another one, two, three, then I rotate. It's like this. Then I select the neck part. Neck is like this. Okay. And hand, let's have the position of the hand here. It's in a neutral position. And observe the fingers, it's almost closed here. Let's say, for example, what is this action? This character is, like he needs to jump. Okay. Position one, next here, next here, next here, next here. Okay.
Yes.
And for the finger part, I select Okay, you can see here stretch. It's okay. I select this one. You have index 1, 2, 3. Index is index finger, middle ring, pinky is a little finger. Okay, you can just select and you can change the values and you try, or else I can select all this like this. Change this. You can select this like this with the middle click. See, okay, it's like this is there. Mm, cup, this whole thing like a cup, all spread. It's okay. So what I'll do, I'll just select this index 1, 2, 3, middle 1, 2, 3, ring 1, 2, 3, pinky 1, 2, 3. Okay, observe this, how we did. Okay, and there is a spread, all spread. I want this to be closer, and you got thumb. Okay, it's like this. Then the other hand, I select this. It's like this. Make sure the gesture, every pose has to be really good. Similarly, I select this. Index 1, 2, 3, middle 1, 2, 3, ring 1, 2, 3, pinky 1, 2, 3. And spread, all spread. Okay, then thumb. Thumb 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's like this. Then if you observe, mm, clavicle part, it's like this, little bit relaxing. Okay, okay, so the character is looking
Yes.
at the position. Okay, observe this gesture from all the angle, you have to observe. Okay, so a little bit, this has to be here. Okay, in animation, like frame, this is one posture, one gesture. From this gesture to next gesture, have 10 frame or 20 frame gap. Okay, you should have frame gaps. So what I'm doing is I'm just turning off the joint. I'm turning off the model. Okay. Mm, okay. Once this call ends, connect again. Okay, because there are a few things which we have to do. I open script editor from here. Okay, this one. Can you see the bottom one? Script editor here. This is a script.
Yes.
This is a script editor. Okay, this one.
Mm.
When I click this, when we click this, I get the script editor here. So there are two options. One, before starting before starting to create this pose, we can do this, or else at least after first pose, first gesture. Okay, because we need to set key, we need to animation, we need to do the, we need to animate all the curves at once. Okay. Or else
Yes.
whatever curve we normally animate, at least you need to select all those and you have to do. Okay. So here in script editor, what we have to do is edit, clear history. Make sure here nothing is there. So what script editor will do, it will